With great power comes great responsibility. And also great expectations. The cinematic universe of Spider-Man has already given us unforgettable moments, but what's coming next promises to shake everything we know. Marvel and Sony have just announced the title of the next Spider-Man movie, and it's bound to be epic. This movie will adapt the Brand New Day phase from the comics, which, coincidentally, follows the One More Day storyline, the same comic arc that inspired No Way Home. With the MCU seemingly following the order of events from the comics, we can expect plenty of elements to be adapted for the big screen. In this movie, we'll see the villain of Brand New Day, Mr. Negative, as well as explore what Peter's life was like during this phase, including his love interests and new possibilities for red-haired characters. Now that we know the comic arc, we have a clear idea of where this is headed. One of the biggest surprises? There's a potential bridge between the Brand New Day story and the Daredevil, Born Again storyline. Could Daredevil and Kingpin appear in this movie? If you want to know what this saga means and what to expect from the movie, stick around. We're breaking it all down. The title says it all. Brand New Day symbolizes a fresh start for Peter Parker. But before diving into what Brand New Day is all about, we need to revisit what led to this phase. One More Day. In this pivotal storyline, Peter makes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May's life. As a consequence, Mephisto erases Peter's relationship with Mary Jane from reality, essentially rebooting their lives. Interestingly, No Way Home was adapted from this comic arc. Just like in the comics, the movie ends with a similar plot twist. No one remembers Spider-Man's secret identity, and Peter's relationship with MJ no longer exists. The difference, however, lies in their approaches. In the movie, the plot was designed to mature Peter, transforming him into a more independent version of himself. Meanwhile, in the comics, this reboot was intended to undo Peter's role as a married man and bring him back to his old-school version. A struggling young man living with Aunt May and trying to win the girl. Both adaptations aim to return Peter to an earlier phase of his life. In the comics, it was the Peter from the 1960s or 70s, while the cinematic version draws inspiration from the audience's perception of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. For instance, the apartment Tom Holland's Peter moves into at the end of No Way Home is identical to Tobey's. He even starts sewing his own suit, signaling a new beginning. And this is exactly how we'll find Peter at the start of Brand New Day. In the Brand New Day phase of the comics, Spider-Man once again finds himself being hunted by the police. This mirrors events in Daredevil, Born Again. In the comics, Mayor Bill Hollister, who doesn't tolerate masked vigilantes, wins the election and begins a crackdown on heroes. He even creates a task force dedicated to capturing all masked heroes. Similarly, in Born Again, Wilson Fisk becomes mayor and starts his own campaign to hunt vigilantes, including Spider-Man. This arc is based on the Devil's Reign comic series, where Fisk relentlessly pursues Spider-Man. It's worth noting that Kingpin is a shared villain between Spider-Man and Daredevil, as both operate out of New York City. And considering Matt Murdock's cameo in No Way Home, where he interacted with Happy Hogan and Spider-Man, it feels likely that Daredevil could play a larger role in this movie. Just imagine the two most agile human heroes in the MCU fighting side by side. It would be pure cinema. So far, the confirmed cast includes Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jon Favreau, and Sadie Sink. Theories are swirling about Sadie's role. Could she play Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, or someone entirely different? With the announcement that this film will adapt Brand New Day, there are two key red-haired characters from the comics who could fit her role. Jackpot, Alana Jobson, a red-haired heroine who teamed up with Spider-Man during this phase. There was even a mystery about her identity that led fans to believe she might be MJ. Marvel could replicate this with Sadie Sink, teasing fans about her true character, and Carly Cooper, another redhead who dated Peter for a time. She even had goblin serum in her system, which could open the door to introducing Norman and Harry Osborn without making them goblins again, something we've already seen in 4 films. This phase introduced several new Spider-Man villains, including Freak, and most notably, Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative became so iconic that he was even the main villain in the Spider-Man video game. If I had to bet on the main villain based solely on the title Brand New Day, my money would be on Mr. Negative. However, as is common with superhero movies featuring a vast rogues gallery, like Spider-Man and Batman, it's likely that other villains will also make appearances. Finally, we can't forget to speculate about the post-credits scene. It might connect this film to Avengers: Doomsday, positioning it between the two major movies, much like how Captain Marvel was released between Infinity War and Endgame. So there you have it. If Brand New Day truly gets adapted for the big screen, it'll be a unique chance to see a more human, more vulnerable, and definitely more inspiring side of Spider-Man. Now it's your turn. What are your expectations for the future of our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man on the big screen? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more epic theories and analyses. See you next time.